The soft gold of early morning wrapped around Woodvale, and I could feel something stirring within me. I wandered through my grandmother's old garden, the air thick with the scent of rich earth. It felt like a secret was waiting to be uncovered. As I stepped carefully along the overgrown stone steps, I found myself drawn to the rose orchard. Once a vibrant sanctuary, now a tangled mess of thorns and forgotten beauty. But there it was, a single late rose, golden and proud, defying the odds. I reached out to touch its petals, whispering, "You're still here, waiting." That moment ignited something in me. I returned later, armed with gloves and pruning shears, ready to breathe life back into this place. I didn't expect Julian to show up, but he did, silently offering his help. We worked side by side, clearing weeds and trimming branches, and slowly conversation flowed between us, not out of necessity but out of comfort. Julian shared how my grandmother used to read to the flowers, believing they listened better than people. I smiled, thinking maybe she was right. He looked up, dirt smudged on his cheek, and said, "Some things just need time. Even wild gardens come back to life if you're patient enough." Those words resonated with me. Days passed and the orchard transformed. What was once gray became lush and green, and I found my laughter returning, light and unexpected. Julian watched me with eyes that seemed to hold the warmth of sunrise. One afternoon, I stumbled upon an old wooden bench hidden in the hedge, its surface worn but still intact. The faded initials E and M, carved into the wood, told a story of love from long ago. "My grandparents," I murmured, tracing the letters. Julian sat beside me, brushing away fallen petals, and said softly, "Love has deep roots. It waits, even when we forget." Our hands brushed against each other on the bench, and for a moment time stood still. That evening, Julian returned with string lights and a basket. We hung the lights in silence as dusk settled around us. The orchard glowed beneath 1,000 tiny stars, and music played softly from his old radio. Then he offered me his hand, not for work, but to dance. I hesitated, my heart racing, but I placed my hand in his. We danced slowly, lost in the moment, surrounded by the rebirth of the garden. As I leaned in, our faces inches apart, I felt a rush of emotions. Julian whispered my name, and just before our lips touched, fear gripped me. I pulled away, my heart heavy with uncertainty. "I should go," I said quietly, and he nodded, his gaze steady yet unreadable. That night, I stood at my window, looking down at the glowing orchard lights. I clutched the ribbon from one of the roses Julian had placed in my room. Something had shifted between us, something deep and quiet, rooted beneath the harvest moon. It wasn't love fulfilled, but love becoming, a promise waiting to bloom.